thing I saw on yeah, we'll do that as well. First thing I saw on Doctor Who Day being dropped was a Babel Color, the incredibly talented Babel Color. They've been working on a thing called the Silent Doctors. Let's see what it's called. The Timeless Doctors, right? And again, it incorporates the Jodie era in it, but it does it so well. If the Jodie era looked this good, I will be interested in it. Anyway, check out this new trailer drop, which I think is really excellent.
It's working.
A situation has arisen of utmost urgency for yourself and for Gallifrey. Your previous incarnations have been lifted.
I mean, again, I'm like, calling the Morbius Doctors the Doctor, I just think is silly, right? But done this way, I mean, this actually looks good, right? It makes such a big deal. Having it being good is such an important factor, which is kind of like something the BBC and Christian will forgot.
The space-time continuum.
Probably sitting there all of a dither, waiting for us to arrive.
This stuff's just beautiful.
One of those moments. The darkest day. The blackest hour. Let's see what we're made of.
Oh, that's lovely. So that's based on this season 27 TARDIS that never was. It wouldn't look that nice.
These are the last days.
We'll even rest.
Hand of Omega action.
As long as young.
I'm sorry. This even looks better than it was when it was in Doctor Who, right? This looks like much more Doctor Who than when they showed basically the same thing in Doctor Who.
This is my childhood. Why have you brought
This must be done with AI. It must be.
us here?
Why here? Why now?
Oh, one of the bow ships. Autumn Mirabalis has done a lot of illustrations of these, right? These are the bow ships in the Time Lord's War with the Vampires. They really went into that in some detail in the BBC Eighth Doctor Adventures, and the idea was the vampires were more magical beings, right? Where science wasn't defined, where the Gallifreyans, the Time Lords, were very sciencey. And that was a conflict that caused war. Anyway, these are the famous bow ships. Again, I mean, yeah, look, it's silly calling the Doctor, but this works. And I'm not going to take a shit because they're all fans, right? Fan stuff is, this is what I'm saying. By the time Doctor Who comes back in 2026, they are going to be a relic because we're going to be making way better stuff. Oh, that's the guy from Foundation, which is not a great show. I wonder if that's a picture of David Tennant as a kid.
It's like seeing it all for the first time, seeing me, the Doctor.
That must be, I mean, again, it's done so well. Going 2026, I think it's worth a watch. I really do. I mean, again, not a big fan of the anything post-Bacaldi, but that really looked good. So this is something I haven't seen at all, and it's too long to watch the whole thing, but it's cool. It's the Obsolete Episode 1, The Summoning, Dalek Fan Series, 4 episode. This is by Pyrodon, I think, in the extreme distant future. Well, you just and again, look at this. If fans can make this, why are the BBC like saying, "Oh, we need Disney Plus"? I do like this classic representation of the Dalek city, which I found much better than the Matt Smith version in Asylum the Dalek. That Dalek's got no eye. I mean, it really is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it's just stunning. I guess these must be the Imperial Daleks that you saw in End of Time. And I'll remind you, do you remember Time Lord Victorious? They put out that awful Daleks TV show series. Let me see if I can find that to compare this, which is like, it was Daleks exclamation point, wasn't it? Oh, God, it was so bad, right? It was so bad. Let me see Daleks Time Lord Victorious. Time Lord Victorious. Yeah, comparing one to the other, it's literally crazy. 1 second here. Just download that, and then we'll continue playing this, which is so much better, like so much crazily better. Already no download link found, really? Darling, let me find another link. There's a BBC one. Is this it? Okay, fine. Maybe this trade will come. There you go. Yeah, fine. This will be good enough to compare. Right? Again, like, the BBC just doesn't have room to put out tat anymore. I love the use of the sucker, right? It looks really organic. Not organic, but it looks fluid, looks real. This is episode 1. I think we might stick through the whole thing, right? It's really good. He's back again, pressing the buttons. Whoop. There you go. Off he goes. Like, what's his job? Yeah, I love the world building, right? How you have the iconicry, not human. This is beautiful. I'm sorry, it just is. I mean, something's got to happen soon, though. I mean, like, you could probably animate Dalek Empire like this. Yeah, I thought I had the creator's name, like, what's the word, watermarked into it. There's not normally any good alarms. I was like, what?
Disengage and attend immediately! I obey.
Oh, I love the old Dalek thing. This is so cool. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you can't disengage. It's been in there too long.
Unable to disengage.
Who the hell's that, mate? It was awesome! I compare this to the Dancing Davros Children Need special. Holy shit! I'm very impressed they make you feel sad for a Dalek. Can you open the door without a sucker? I guess not. Okay, well, like, can I go to like a hospital and get a new sucker? I mean, like, really? Was it? It's full up of refugees from, I don't know, foul refugees. Can you imagine that? That would be a great Doctor Who story, like a Dalek story. That the Daleks are suddenly, weirdly, the Dalek city is overrun with foul refugees, right? And the entire culture is turning foul. Right, and they've got foul politicians. Yeah. I think that would be a great analogy. I know that an allegory. Allegory.
I said immediately. My functionality is compromised. I require assistance. Impairment acknowledged. Follow.
Honestly, the direction and the pacing of this is really excellent.
Follow.
If they don't have the credits in the end, I have to go and look it up because this is excellent. The design is spot on. Right? It's just spot on. Oh, I feel so bad for this Dalek. Just give him a bit of power. It'll be better. There's real pathos in this, isn't there? What do you reckon the red site is? Like some kind of Dalek mutant?
Proceed.
It reminds me of, was it the Black Hole? Remember you had Vincent and whatever the older one? So what is that? That's interesting. I'm so totally sold on this. Okay, next journey, the next episode of the journey. Anthony Lamb, oh, famous, very good work. Does all the CGI Dalek stuff. Oh, you've got Nick Briggs to the voice. Oh, Anthony, mate, you've done an incredible work. Like, just incredible work. It really, really, really breathtaking, right? Really, genuinely breathtaking. Good. Oh man, that's fantastic. I really want to see him do, somebody do Dan Dare, right? That's a great property. Nobody's really done anything with it a long time, right? Honestly, Anthony Lamb, fantastic. I can't wait till the next part. Next up, Mid-Journey Doctor Who. Also, by the way, let's compare that to the BBC's pitiful efforts. Yeah, see? It's not the technology that's different. It's not the money. It's the caring. This was done with zero care. Fuck off, Jodie. Leave us alone, darling. Anyway, Doctor Who Mid-Journey. Oh, I always like a bit of Doctor Who Mid-Journey, right? Always enjoy a bit. Actually, we should look at this first before we get there. Now we're talking about AI. So this is doing the round. I'm about a week late on it. And firstly, fuck me. Don't you love that console? Isn't that console like so much better than the boring Sooty one, right? It's so much better. It's not even close, right? So this is, of course, bullshit. This is, of course, AI bullshit. It's not real. They're not. I doubt it. Anyway, I don't think they're filming the special yet, right? I don't think it's going to be till next year. I don't think Rusty Davis even finished writing it. Wait, what's that on the console? A bunch of bagels? What is that? That's a knob. There you go. But it really shows that the current era is just, hey, if you want to get people to watch it, right, you've got to go for classics on that. And we all want Paul McGann, like that. Nobody wants Shooty Gatwa. Everybody wants Paul McGann back, right? Literally everybody wants Paul McGann back because he's the best. He's the best classic Doctor around right now. I mean, look, you can get Sean Pertwee to play the Third Doctor, and I think did they ever do a cosplay? Let me have a look. I kind of remember him doing that. Sean Pertwee cosplays the Third Doctor. Like again, these oh, there you go. Yeah, it's these things are old enough now. Like it's no problem to recast, right? These roles at this point, in my opinion, right? It's not. Here we go. That's not one. Sean, is that Sean Pertwee? Yeah, I got another one over here. And honestly, I'll say put Tim Treloar in a wig. I like Tim Treloar's Third Doctor. I think it really generally works. And here, let me pull these up. What am I up to? Share screen. Share screen. Over here. Like, I mean, like, okay, that who would have any problem with that being on the screen as a third Doctor, right? I mean, no one sane would have any problem, right? It just kind of works, right? It just kind of works. It feels like it's the same. It feels like it's a similar DNA. I kind of feel the same way about what's the name, son? Patrick Troughton's son playing the third Doctor on audio, because he's really good at that, right? And it's a very like. It's a very sorry, I just saw it out, out the corner of my eye. The person accusing Nigel Farage is probably some lefty Jew who hates Israel. Yes, 100%. I'm sure you're right. Share screen. Twink. But like no one has any interest in moving forward in Doctor Who right now, because they've moved for the last 7 years. It's been relentlessly shit. I mean, it just has. Now you see Paul McGann, you go, oh man, that looks great. That looks fan-dabby double dozy. Who wouldn't want that, right? Who wouldn't want that? And again, the Tardis set is fantastic. It's so much better than the shooty set, which I really don't like. I never liked it. I thought it would all come together. By the way, a nice bit of Doctor Who synchronicity from how many years now? 32 years ago. I loved it when they did. Was it Doctor Who magazine did this cover, right? Except in a Tetrap, and Tetraps were shit. Yeah, isn't that cool? Anyway, but like that's all that's really left of Doctor Who now. Pre-modern era nostalgia, because again, I don't think it's generated many fans in the last 10 years, right? And I think the fans that have generated are mostly a bit weird, frankly. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness about. But again, if he was, it wouldn't be in this costume. I doubt very much anyway. Like Billy Pop, do you think Billy Pop is going to be in it for more than a minute? I don't know. Like, if I was them, they would having Rusty Davis right is a really dumb idea, right? It's just a really genuinely dumb idea. Like, who wants it, right? Archie says, to be fair, believe Sean has said he does not want to play the third Doctor because it would just be him playing his father. That's pretty. I think he has said that. Not sure if he still feels that way. Well, it depends on the size of the paycheck, right? Famous joke, famous Jewish joke. A guy has a dog. He loves the dog. I mean, not loves the dog, but loves the dog. And the dog starts getting ill, right? He's a religious Jewish guy, all right? And he goes to the synagogue. And there's a prayer you say for the sick called Misha Berach, right? So he goes to the rabbi there and said, Rabbi, my dog's really sick. He needs prayers. Could you say this prayer for him, the Misha Berach prayer, in synagogue? It's like, absolutely not. I am not saying that prayer for a dog. Are you crazy? But, there's a Reconstructionist synagogue, just across here. Go there. They'll probably help you. I said, okay, no problem. I was actually going to give $100,000 donation to the shul to say, I just guess I'll give it to him. The rabbi said, wait a minute, come back. You didn't tell me it was a Jewish dog. Anyway, that's the way I tell him. So anyway, bit of a. I mean, like they're all wearing masks. Why are they wearing masks? What's going on? I believe this guy has 6 fingers over here. Let's have a look. I'm going to find if it's real and this guy really does have 6 fingers. Then we're like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, 6 fingers, mate. Unless he really has 6 fingers, and then wouldn't it be funny if this was a real picture and people were like. Then masks on for some reason, or maybe they put masks on to make people think it wasn't real, right? Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? It really does look good, and it's such a shame that if only it was good. But they got Paul McGann's height just about right. He's really short, apparently. He's about the same height as Sylvester McCoy. Who knew, right? Because he feels like he's a lot taller, doesn't he? Anyway. Interesting stuff going on with AI, and honestly, again, I'm watching the new New Blake 7. My default is the new effects, and I'm looking at it and go, it seems to me to be really stupid, right? That that anybody makes effects now, not in AI. It's, I mean, like we all. I mean, I think that's when they made them. The AI wasn't where it is. But you can make them look like the original. It fits into the era. I did it with the Scaratan. A project I'd love to do is AI effects for Enlightenment. Because and use that. I would like recut the HD footage into the, was it Fiona Cumming cut with but I'll make new effects for it with AI, because why not? It's a piece of piss, really. You do it from a prompt and it works. And those prompts are getting it's getting stronger every freaking day. Those prompts, right? What they can do. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Share screen. Doink. There you go. Great balls of fire. Come along, Bessie. Is this the one? Yeah, Doctor Who Mid-Journey. Right? Like this guy's on, for me, this guy's on the cutting edge of AI thing. So let's see what this one. Make a 3. This was the prompt rate. Make a 3x3 grid starting with the 1960s. In each section, show a Cyberman from the TV show Doctor Who that corresponds to that decade. Use colors and background and film style accordingly. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, this is lovely. 1970s is a bit off. 1960s is the comic art version of the 1990s is interesting, right? 2020s. I mean, I guess they're using the Lone Cyberman as a the future one looks more like the comic one from the 90s. 2000s and 2010s, yeah, pretty much it, right? 1970s one is a bit off. I like the 1980s to be the 70s, actually. Right? It looks a bit Star Wars, doesn't it? 1960s, yeah. And I love that you can just make these from a prompt. Here, look at it. You scream, Nana Banana, no image reference, just prompt. Now, that's a big deal. Right? Now, why is this a big deal? It's because normally, you have to put an image. Where's those pictures of Tom Baker I did? In those. Hang on. I got to make sure this it's all safe for work with the stuff I'm going to show you, because mainly it's lots of boobies, right? Lots of boobies. Here we go. So this is my account. So what I did, I put in. There's a famous still of Tom Baker, right? Did they have it over here? All right. Famous still of Tom Baker said, "Can you change the camera angle from to the top to have him look down?" So if you have image reference, it's really not so bad, right? It's really quite easy, and that's what it came out to. I mean, this is just great. I mean, look, Tom Baker's expression during this is just classic. It's pure Tom Baker, isn't it? It really is. It's like, just do it with AI, right? Just do it with AI. But okay, so you don't need image reference for this. I wish I know what the prompt was. There we go. Let me close that. Close that. Close that. Over there. Certainly close that. Yeah, I mean, that's just breathtaking. I'm sorry that it developed that by itself. It's very, very, very cool that you don't have an image reference in there. I think it's a big deal, right? Nanobots, a new one. There's a bunch more, and let's see what else they do. I mean, that's more of a Dalek time vessel, I think, right? I always thought they should make the Dalek time ship look more, Gallifreyan, frankly. That was pretty good. The Daleks now control the Tardis. Oh, that's fun. That's great. I mean, again, with no image, it's breathtaking what they're doing now. Movie Mechanoid. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. What else they got going on here? So now it's more of a cantina look that Cartwell's after. Oh yeah, that's something. You can edit stories, right, and have them like, okay, that's you wanted a Star Wars cantina film, right? So that was from Dragonfire. Much cooler. It feels like it's done on a BBC budget, right? Although Sylvester McCoy there isn't very good, right? But I do like it's a nice vibe. But man, you can see why. fandom loviness, right? Just hates AI because they can never do shit like this. I'm sorry, they're just not talented enough. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to see his. He's working on a Doctor Who and the Chase with Peter Cushing. It's bonkers because it knows who the characters are, but not what they look like. That's so funny. Nana Barnock, companions on Doctor Who. Not really. Let's see where we go. Susan Foreman, Barbara Wright, Ian Chesterton. Vicky, it looks kind of fun. Stephen Taylor is the closest one so far. Katarina, no, looks more like Joan Sims. Sarah Kingdom, again, more like what am I thinking of? Sarah Kingdom looks more like they lampooned her in the Austin Powell movies, and she was the second villain, Frau Butcher, or whatever her name is in From Russia with Love. Right? She looks very severe. Listen, a black dodo. Ooh, that sounds like a sex term. Hey, baby, how much for a black dodo? No, a black dodo. That would have been really cool, right? That would have been really cool. Although Laurent Garnier today still remains the best dodo chaplet in my mind. Ben and Polly action there. Jamie McCrimmon. The clan McCrimmon. So they kind of know who they are, but not. Right? It's wild, mate. It's cray. What else they got? Nanobar Tardis interior. Oh, that is cool. I've got to be using that more often. 1970s one isn't bad. Right? 1970s one isn't bad. 1980s one, that's like early 80s, right? 90s is pretty good. It feels more like the Chris Eccleston time. I don't know what's going on over there with the 2000s, with like it looks like it's built on Zygon design. 2010s, well, that's essentially what it was, right? Late 2010s, no, it was way more shit than that. I like the 2020s one. That one, see, again, all these are so much better, so much incredibly better than Shooter's TARDIS, which is shit, right? It's total and utter shit. Right? Hang on. It really is shit, Shooter's TARDIS. I just don't know. And they made such a big deal about it. Like, oh, it's going to be so crazy. How can we ever do it? I mean, do you remember the hype building it up? And it just came out to be shit. Mindy Sterling as Frau for Zinnia. Yeah, who was getting lampooned in the, what's the name? Austin Powers. Darling design. The giant antenna, right? 1990s, really? No, that's 60s, 70s. I do like they got the right backgrounds for it, but not the 1980s. BBC didn't have that much money, mate. TV movie time. When I first saw the new Daleks, I thought we were in an alternate dimension that's more like the movie Daleks, right? So Time War, wherever. New Dalek paradigm. If only they look that good, right? What's this? Revolution, Future Dalek. I mean, I can. And let's see how they do. Man, they do. They know how to. Nana Banana knows it's Doctor Who's, right? And they know who's not Doctor Who as well. You might notice, right? Yep. Yeah, I mean, again, this is fantastic, and it makes you ask, why would you not do the effects work, especially in classic Who? If you're redoing classic effects, those effects were separate from the, the footage, right? It's great, but this is the one that's really made people go a bit crazy, right? The idea of Sylvester McCoy filming in a TARDIS that was Lee Sullivan's design, essentially, right? And again, it's fascinating. Let's see what they do with the Daleks. What was this? Grid. Yeah, look, again, looks fantastic, right? No image reference, just prompt. I just don't like, why doesn't Big Finish use them for the covers? Because they're weirdo Twink viewership will have a meltdown. So weird, right? So weird. Yeah, okay. And so this is the filming of stuff that never really happened, right? What's this? Is this the Massacre? Filming the Bell of Doom in 1966. I don't even know what that's referencing, right? Oh, this was fun, right? We made photorealistic versions of comic strip stuff, right? And do I like it? This is actually stuff I find the weakest. Oh, I guess this was Ground Zero. But again, this feels like Nick Percival has been doing the Dark Judges for the last few years, right? Yeah, this is the original. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of photo comics, so this thing isn't really working for me that much. But yeah, okay. So this is a panel from what's it called? Endgame, I think. Whatever. It was Paul McGann's first story, right? And he steps out the TARDIS, drawn by Mark Garrity. I bet they're having a meltdown, right? I bet they're having a meltdown. It's very cool though. What's this? So the behind-the-scenes shots of favorite movies, all made with Nana Banana. I guess that's where he got his idea from. They got the right camera there. Look at that. So I guess it's a new trend that's going on, right? Any more? Blood Heat. Oh yeah. Great. Yeah, you need a bit more, a bit of slower in action there. Oh, so this was the Tim Keeble illustration, I think. That when or was it Jim Mortimer? And this is the Jim Mortimer because he was an artist. I realized that. Okay, I'm like, this is a deep dive for me. I'm really enjoying this. Right? Okay, we covered that last show. Obviously, freaking awesome, absolutely awesome. But this is the one that's really been making people go crazy, right? Because again, you can tell, like especially the AI hating weirdo new fans, right? That they can tell the whole world is melting away before their eyes, right? It's nearly over for them, right? It really genuinely is nearly over for them. Speaking of which, this is Josh Snares. Now, Josh Snares, he does interesting video stuff, but generally speaking, it's not really my thing, right? Is there? Do I have a picture of his stuff? It's very like two-dimensional, kind of babyish, I think, and it doesn't really give the feeling of Doctor. Oh man, he just put out something new. We'll look at that in a second. Sorry, I just saw Mid-Journey Doctor Who put something new on their account, and boy, is it great. Yeah, I'm just gonna find Josh Snares' account. Where is it? Oh, how do I just look it up? Josh Snares. There you go. That way I can find his YouTube account. And we can see some of the animations he's done. Maybe, if I find it. No, interviews with Caroline Ford. I mean, he has nice concepts on there. Where's his stuff? Disappoint. I mean, again, and you really got to ask yourself, why are they doing those animations now? Which I liked at the time, but now they just look kind of stupid. Oh, here's one. Hang on, Twink. And I don't want to diss somebody's fan creation, but when you compare this to what you can do with AI, you can see why they don't like AI. Right, you can totally see why like here. So this is one, and again, I'm not dissing. If you like it, you like it. I mean, good for you. Here it goes.
You were not you.
Most assuredly, I was not. The other fella.
The other fella.
And I can't quite speak on his.
Yeah, it's okay. It just I not the sort of thing I could ever watch, right? But this I could totally watch, right? And it's so close, right? These AI set pictures are so funny. Why is the light pointing at the crew? Oh, get out! Just chill out. Like Josh, why don't you just lay down on the ground and cry and bang your little arms and legs on the floor, right? Why don't you just do that? That's what you're doing. That's essentially what you're doing right now. Let me nitpick at the end. Why are they using two completely different mics? Again, Josh, mate. Josh. Are those grapes a bit sour? Because they seem it. They do seem it, right? Why are there a bunch of film canisters? Okay, nobody in their right mind has noticed any of these things. They just said, but this stuff scares me. Fake news, real evidence being discarded. It's going to get bad real fast. Now, probably what's more going to happen is you're just going to become irrelevant, Josh, right? Right? This you see your own ending, right? So Mid-Journey Doctor, I think it was just a nice chat. He was interviewed on Dan's channel. You should go check it out. Instead of pointlessly picking at something that took 20 seconds to generate, you could always discuss the work that I actually have put time and effort into. And again, I think we'll show this again because it's so good, right? It is just so good. We won't show the whole thing, right? But it's impressively good. Here it comes. But again, Josh, mate, just seems like a sniveling little crying loser to me. I don't know. So this is short unfilmed scene from the Target novelization of the Five Doctors. That basically, getting that is just classy. I'm sorry. The crashed Dalek ship and having it make so accurate to the TV 1960s version, right? It's gorgeous. I'm sorry, it is gorgeous. Yeah, to me that looks like 1983 Caroline Ford walking towards me from a overgrown, right? That's what it And I do like the idea of the revive London where they had the very 1960s architecture with like modern stuff clamped onto it, right? Again, this feels pretty darn authentic. Again, just fantastic stuff. I'll have a quick look at the stuff. I can't stop. It's too interesting. The chase through time. Yeah, that's what the mechanoids are for. And I love it's got that movie grain thing going to it. Isn't that great? Sword Orion. So this is the Paul McGann version, I guess, not the Nicholas Briggs version. First, just covered with a blimp. If you know, fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is all very good, right? And I actually joined, belong to his Patreon. I recommend it to everyone, right? Actually, am I on here? I must be. Not there. Am I there on as a rabbi from another planet? Wait. Oh, there I am, Tzvi Lebetkin. Okay, I'm very glad I donated this, right? Stay tuned. I am saying, because this is the future of Doctor Who. I'm sorry. This is the future of entertainment, right? So Josh snipes back. I was talking about the phenomenon as a whole. People AI generating BTS pictures. I don't comment on your work because it's not to my taste. Josh, we just looked at your work. It's not to anybody's taste, right? I don't comment on your work because it's not my taste. I don't think there was evidence of Caroline Ford. Well, as opposed to the split, the incredible resemblance you had of Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant, right?
Met you, Doctor.
Oh my God, it's not going to break a Nicola Bryant standing right in front of me. Okay, if that's Nicola Bryant, where's her tits? I'm sorry. They were quite a massive feature of, and like, really? Yeah, I don't really see the resemblance. But you see the resemblance in that and Colin Baker. Really? I smell something. What is that? It's, is that dog? Is that cat? No, that's bullshit, mate. That is bullshit. That's what I'm smelling. A lot of bullshit. And like, and the thing is, he wants to be able to do this stuff, right? But ideologically, he's not allowed to touch AI because, only bad people do AI. And you don't see them ever can afford it. Okay, we just looked at your work, Josh, mate. And we literally saw it. And it feels out of place with the story. I'm only commenting because you've asked. Yeah, and you're just sniping, mate. You're again. Why don't you take the your wooden clogs called sabots and throw them into machines, right? Creating sabotage. Because that's basically what this is. Speaking of sabotage, Rusty Davis. At this point, he's just sabotaging Doctor Who, right? This was weird, right? So looks like he's got a new boyfriend. Like, Russell, mate, you wanted to fuck somebody, doesn't make them Doctor Who, right? It's really weird. I mean, it's not bad. Wasn't bad, but like, maybe we need to walk back on the relentless gay shit, right? And have, not an effeminate twink doctor, right? And it's clearly he brought him onto the set so he can film as a doctor because, he fancies him. Right, none of it looks that it's not hard to anybody to work out. It really genuinely isn't. Is this the one? Yeah, Twink. This is what he put out on Doctor Who Day, right? I'm sorry, Russell, you're the only one who needs Doctor Who to be gay. Right? You're literally the only person like, oh, no, he needs it. Otherwise, the fascists and the Nazis are winning. Like, what the hell? Presented to you by Jaguar. Exactly. All right? And, like, this costs money to make. This is just an abuse of power and position. Right? It is. I understand. In your fanfic fantasy world, Russell, you get fucked in the TARDIS by Doctor Who. Right, who's beautiful and wonderful. I understand that. You don't have to tell us everybody that, right? You can keep your masturbating fantasies to yourself. Or just let me mince over to the controls. Knobs doesn't look like a stranger twiddling knobs. Pressing some buttons. Are you going to grasp the shaft? I think he has before he filmed this. So cringe, Russell. And no, I don't hate gay people, right? I'm just sick of Doctor Who being relentlessly fucking gay. Oh, can you imagine if I took over Doctor Who and everybody was a rabbi? Right? That would be weird. That would be weird. Oh, that was a full John Inman, like wrist limp thing. Look at that. And he grabs the shaft. He knows what he's doing to grab a shaft. Why is he wearing fucking heels? Fuck off. And it's just like, what? What? And why? Right, just why, Russell? What is going on in your idiot little mind? Unbelievable. I knew I seen Rusty Davis' hunky young suitor before. At last month's After Jewels, they drove up in a chauffeur-driven limo. Oh, obviously. Let's hope they have a very. They're very happy together. That young, Olivia Cole lasts longer than 62-year-old Russell now, seemingly a long forgotten ex. It's weird, mate. It's weird, right? From an ethical point of view, should Rusty Davis really allow his current squeeze to prance around the TARDIS using Murray Gold's music? Does this man have any shame? No. And essentially, that was the entire Ncuti Gatwa era, allowing his new. Because I'm sorry, I don't believe they weren't fucking, right? Right? I don't believe they weren't. I don't believe Ben Cook and Rusty Davis weren't fucking, right? Because that's something they talk about is fucking each other, right? I don't believe they weren't fucking, right? And I just think that's such a weirdly unethical thing to do. Oliver Cole isn't even an accomplished actor. He's just had a single 2016 credit on IMDb in a student TV movie to his name. But then it could be argued that arguably was Gatwa. And look how that turned out. He was fucking useless as a doctor. Right? He was just useless as a doctor. Like Doctor Who's in the shitter now. You know why Doctor Who's in the shitter? Because Rusty Davis was in Ncuti Gatwa shitter quite a lot. Right? That's my guess, right? That is my guess. So if Oro is looking to get a leg over, up. If you like to get a leg over, up. And then he's certainly in the right place. I really hope they don't use their life to make money to allow Davis to cast another Doctor. That man is a liability. I guess he's got to suck off Pete McTeague as well now, the new Doctor, because, just keep going back. Let's get rid of this entire production team. Right? Get rid of this entire production team. They're all useless. Right? They're all utterly useless. Right? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, useless beyond useless. Oh, weak as water, as Mrs. Slocum would say. He likely won't be at the BBC long enough with all the trans activism exposure, and that said the BBC itself is still standing. You just got to hope for the government to fall, right? And BBC to be defunded, right? That would be good. Is that kid really knobbing the Walty Baron Greenback? I couldn't possibly comment. Yes, he is. It certainly looks like it to me. And yeah, calling him Baron Greenback, not entirely wrong. Right? Not entirely wrong. Sorry, there was an update on this one. Here we go to it. Where is it? Look at this. What was it? I spoke on the other day and I didn't realize the spare production was back on YouTube. Here's the VHS to sell it 5 months later. Isn't that great? It's really good. Back on YouTube. It's really good. I don't know why I was ever taken down. I couldn't possibly comment. It's just weird. I'm sorry. The whole thing is just a bit strange with Rusty Davis. I really genuinely don't get it, right? In any way, shape, or form. Anyway, let's see if these people get it. 10 things we need from Doctor Who's upcoming Christmas special. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not a video, is it? No good. At long last, people think, come on, what's next for Doctor Who? The good news is we're getting a new Christmas special. The bad news is it's coming out Christmas 2026. How would it come out Christmas 2025? They announced it, a week ago? Well, these things take more than unless you want to make it with AI, these things take more than 3 weeks to make. I mean, the scripting probably takes that longer because you've got to work out how to get more very overtly gay references in there, right? So what do we know so far? Very, very little. Disney is out, thank God. So the budget will be smaller, though if the rumors are believed, the money they contributed in the past seasons went towards rendering VFX in 4K. How can that be? Again, how can that be? Again, you can make it with AI, mate. Right? You can, AI does it for $10. How are you trying to sell that to me? Anyway, there's no reason that on the BBC budget, Doctor Who shouldn't look fantastic. Where are we up to? So the drop in production quality might not actually be noticeable. I don't think the production quality was that great. I think the Jodie era had the better production quality. I really do. And I thought that was shit, right? I thought the production quality was good, but I thought the Jodie era was shite. We all know Rusty Davis is returning as writer, showrunner for the special, but that's it. Again, why? And even returning as showrunner, they just said writer. They didn't confirm he was showrunner for it. I think it's Pete McTeague will be my guess. We're still none the wiser as to who will be playing the Doctor and Companion, who will be guest starring. I don't think it's Paul McGann, right? I mean, it will seem surprising if it's not David Tennant and Billy Piper to me. I would be surprised. He'll be guest starring. He'll be directing, and he'll be composing the music, the runtime, and whether we get a new Doctor Who Unleashed. Who cares? Really? Oh, we didn't get new Doctor Who. Who cares if we don't get new Doctor Who Unleashed? Oh, man. The 9-month gap between the reality one and the upcoming special was the longest in all of New Who history, which kind of sucked. Yes, it's because Reality Warp kind of sucked. Then why did Reality Warp kind of suck? Because that's what they were doing behind the scenes, kind of sucking. However, on the flip side, it gives Rusty plenty of time to cook up something extraordinary. Yeah, because time is always the problem, isn't it? Not being completely captured by politics. And plenty of time for fans to theorize on what's in store. Theorize and take the piss. Indeed, there's a number of rumors floating around about what and who the special involved. And given the state of the state currently in, there are things that this episode certainly needs to do in order to set itself up for the future and type what's happened over the last 3 years. No, it needs to just forget everything that happened over the last 3 years. Like, desperately forget it. Like with some kind of large pointy rock induced what's the word? Black brain operation? Lobotomy. What's the deal with the gold tooth? Well, they said the master was trapped in it, didn't they? And again, that's how they brought back the master. I mean, like, this is like Rusty Davis' greatest hits done badly by a cover band. Right? Remember at the end of Last of the Time or whatever, they picks up a mysterious hand picks up the ring, and then the master comes back. You're right. So a mysterious hand picks up. Who cares? I think they've already established that the Shooty era takes place in a different dimension, right? A different universe. Judy shooting out was early departure because he failed completely. Tell you, it's he's apparently. That's not that's probably the only thing he was premature about. He seems to go the distance. There's still a handful of Rusty David plot threads that remain unresolved. Yes, because they thought they were going to run for 10 years and be incredibly successful. Everyone's going to like queer Doctor Who, but it won't be that queer because nobody's going to notice. It's going to be 1%. We'll move it at 1%. Really? More than 1%, mate. If Rusty David sticks around, these could be saved for the future season. He's not. But if 2020, I mean, he's going to stick around, they would say, wouldn't they? But the 26th special is his last episode. One episode too many in my mind. Those answers might be brought forward. One big one is the Master, who made an appearance sort of in the giggle, imprisoned the master in the Toymaker's gold tooth. That's kind of a fun idea, but like, forget everything. Oh God, I mean, I find modern era unit just boring. When the Toymaker was defeated, the mysterious manicured hand picked up his tooth from the unit helipad, echoing the hand picked up master. Yeah, echoing, you mean like ripping off. But since then, we've had nothing. And the two prevailing theories are the hand belonged to Maestro, God, I hope not, or Mrs. Flood, yeah, who was clearly originally meant to be the Rani. I mean, like, that was such a tacked-on ending. Which probably means Rusty Davis is going to pull a solution out of the ether without any forward planning, or like the rest of current Doctor Who. All the mysteries in Rusty Davis that is not necessarily demands an answer. It could either be left over for the next show run or forgotten completely, like the whole shit show should have been. Right? But it'd certainly be nice to see the Master again in the special, given that they've been away for 4 years. More if he kept the Jodie Master. And it will be the first time Rusty Davis done a Christmas Master finale. Who cares? Really, who cares? Okay. Go all out with Christmas. Now, unless he's been completely captured, I think he will do, because Christmas, look, who doesn't love Christmas? I'm a rabbi, right? I'm a rabbi. And, you know, the people who instituted Christmas used to take people like me and burn them at the stake for not liking Christmas. Now I like Christmas. I do like Christmas is awesome. Oh, I love me a mince pie. I love me a mince pie. Something that shouldn't be overlooked in the 2020 special is the fact that it's going to be a Christmas special. Yes, I know. I mean, like, again, Chris Chibnall's idea of making New Year's as specials was dumb. Like, I mean, like, do I need to say Christian idea was dumb? Because it clearly was dumb. The specials we've had so far have broadly fallen into two categories. Stories that put Christmas in the front, like Christmas Carol, love it. And stories that bellies at all. Like the one where Capaldi met Superman. Well, it wasn't a Superman. It was a homage to superhero movies, which, again, were the side design horribly directed. Right? Horribly directed. They should have got one of the directors who did The Flash or something. Or Rachel Talali, maybe? Wait, did she direct? No, she didn't do that one. Like, horribly directed. Right? It was so flat. The 50th Doctor Christmas special did a decent job incorporating Christmas and delivering the festive feeling. Yeah, but it had Judy Gatwa through it, right? For him, a festive feeling is, I guess, like every other time, rampant sex, right? But it wouldn't be enough if this African special really went all out. Drench every set in snow, make Christmas part of the plot, and pepper Christmas carols throughout. Well, again, Rusty was good with that the first run. The most funny remembered special, Christmas special, are the ones that embrace the theme. And after years away, it seems to be lovely to come back for a ho-ho huge Christmas bang. Again, that's the shooting gap. We'll wait. 50s Christmas specials also lack the big seasonal set pieces of old. Stuff like the giant tree collapsing or in the Christmas Invasion. Giant tree, I don't remember that. And the Kashmir Frenzy. I don't remember. Oh, right. They would. I just got nearly killed by a Christmas tree. That one. In the Runaway Bride. The closest thing we got was the snowman scene. And that's so Shooty Gatwa could say, I just been snowman, which is something to do with coming in his face, I think. I'm not sure. I've never been snowman. I've never requested to be snowman. Look, the closest I came to that, right, it's a bit of a sad story. You know, because I grew up very, very optimistic and happy, right, because I grew up with a show called The Care Bears, right? I got the Care Bears, they didn't fight people, they just exuded love. But except when things got really bad, right, they would join hands together, right, and they'll do the Care Bear stare, and they'll look, and they'll shoot literal love out their chest onto whatever's going on, right? Then later, I found out you couldn't shoot love, you know, out of your chest, but you could shoot love onto somebody's chest. That's nearly as good. It's still a great joke. Oh, Dave Chappelle always remains funny. Okay, Snowman, right? I'm going to look up. I'm going to ask Grok. I'm scared what it's going to tell me, right? I'm going to ask Grok. Let's see. What is the sex term snowman? Let's see what it's going to say. Snowman, something called snowman or snowmanning, is a slang term in casual sexual context that refers to a specific activity. I'm asking what the act is. Usually involving three people. A threesome. It means one personally, typically a man, ejaculates onto the other's face or chest. Okay. Then immediately throws and presses handfuls of snow, sometimes just cold air substance from effect, onto the semen. Why? So that the white semen and snow creates a visual. Oh. I don't want to know about that. It's a niche, seasonal, and fairly extreme rare kink item. Oh, you mean a Wednesday for Russell T. Davis? Most seen in online forums and urban directory styles or porn-related discussions. It's really gross, right? I'm sorry. I don't think that's the expression of somebody's love, right? I don't. And I know Rogue wanted to be seaman with Shooty. Because it literally requires snow, and the obvious location and weather dependent means okay. Oh God, it's vile. I mean, I'm really that's vile. That's the only reason they put it in, right? See, Church and Rubio and the Church and Rubio also felt fairly low key, considering it was tacked on note from Disney, right? Actually, Rusty Davis' original idea of introducing him, you know, in the middle was far stronger. And it shows where Rusty Davis is. When Disney gives, you know, can you introduce the Doctor earlier? I said, yeah, let's do it in the gayest scene ever in Doctor Who, right? I would love AI to recreate that with William Hartnell. From the, what's the name? Scene, the Hellfire Club. And let's have a new musical number 2. 2026 could be Murray Gold's last Doctor Who. Again, no, Murray Gold, fuck off. We're done. We're done, right? Just make it more of a song for 10 than the Goblin song. I kind of like the Goblin song. It was just, generally speaking, a bit shite. A bit shite. Who is the boss? Who cares? Oh, I mean, you keep acting like anything happened in this era, anybody cares about. They don't. Nobody cares about it, right? Nobody. Just get over it. Nobody cares about it. The old unanswered plot from Russell Davies 2 is the identity of the boss. A mysterious figure first mentioned by Meet the Beep in the Starbeast. Feels like a forever ago now, doesn't it? Yeah, because it felt like forever watching that shit. Following this, Rogue referred to a new boss who had given him a lot of paperwork. It's unclear if it was the same character. I don't care. Why do you need 3 people to be Snowman? I don't know. I'm not looking into it anymore. I don't want to fucking know. It's gross. I don't think you could ever get anything grosser than Soggy Biscuit, and you just did. I'm not telling you what Soggy Biscuit is. If anybody asks you want to play Soggy Biscuit, the answer is no, you don't. No, you don't. Before a more definite reference came in the reality war, where Anita passed on greetings from the boss to the Doctor, implying, as well as all overseeing Meat and Rogue, there was now they're now in charge of the Time Hotel. I can't. Who's it? The toy maker back? Maybe. Who cares? I think they give up on this era. No normally remembers it already. Right? It's done. It's finished. Oh, speaking of which, I got there were some more action figures came out from, was it Starbeast? Was it? Presumably this arc was due to reach its climax. But many things reached its climax in season 3, with the boss maybe being the big bad of Rusty Days, putting the strings right from the start. So it makes sense for it to be paid off in a big festive special. Who would that villain be? Surely a returning character. But oh God, how can they deball another character? Look at Omega and Sutek, right? 2 of the best characters in Classic Who, just made it utterly forgettable, right? Utterly forgettable. Like a dog on a spaceship, a dog on the TARDIS. It's just shit. So it makes sense to be paid on their way up to. We know Russell loves bringing them back, and the 3rd Doctor did fight a supercomputer called Boss. That would be fun. That actually would be fun, right? I would actually support that. So you never know. The boss could be the master or the person that packed it into the tooth. He's trapped inside it, and wouldn't it make sense to start connecting some of those random dots? It would be better if somebody tried to get the master out of that gold tooth, and it turned out to be the toy maker, and the master was trapped in that toy maker's gold tooth. Right? That would make more sense. It makes sense to start connecting these random dots. But whatever the case, let's hope it reveals a satisfying. Like, nobody cares. How can it be satisfying when nobody bloody cares? And really, genuinely, nobody cares. Return of the Daleks. I'll be amazed if they don't have this. I will be amazed beyond amazed if they don't have this, right? Again, Billy Piper and David Tennant Daleks is my prediction. Right? It's certainly not going to be Christopher Eccleston. It's certainly not going to be Matt Smith. It's certainly not going to be Peter Capaldi, right? Hey, bring Jodie back? Yeah, why? Hey, Russell, why don't you bring Jodie back? You loved her so much. Go on, you do that. I'm sure that would just help your bottom line. Barring the children need special Destination Scarra, please bar it. It was awful. The flash of rework footage in the reality war. The Daleks have been absent since 2022, the entirety of the RTD2 era. Weird. Like, why would you do that? Must be a rights thing with Disney, maybe. I don't know. It's just weird. At the time, this was part of a consensus move away from iconic enemies in favor of fantastic new baddies and obscure old favorites. There was also a feeling that the Bronze Time War Daleks had been done to death, and the rest of that time probably wasn't a bad idea. So I believe the original plans for season 3 would be very Dalek heavy, with the Daleks being a big bad for the season and a redesigned Dalek. So I think that's reasonably likely then. By this time next year, the special airs of Daleks will have been away from the screen for 4 years. It's honestly baffling. They never appeared on the Disney era, given how iconic they are. It is strange, isn't it? You never expect Disney to be all over them, and honestly, but honestly, we're ready for them to come back now. Now, again, you guys spin-off series. Why don't do a Dalek spin-off series? There's no other monster that could generate such interest amongst the casual viewers. Exactly. You should, probably Daleks and Cybermen, right? You just got to have everything for this one. Although Russell is still convinced that the war between the land and sea is going to work out so incredibly well that they're going to end up getting, be funded by somewhere, I think. He thinks it's going to be such a hit. I don't know why. Right? But okay. Well, a redesign would be arguably make more sense to have a Bronze Dalek back alongside Billy. I mean, why not just repaint them into being like the silver, silver and blue, right? You just take that design, repaint them. Assuming she's actually in the thing, honestly, at this point, we'll take anything we can get. Well, again, that's what Rusty Davis said. That's why we end up with Shooty Gatwa. RTD's final bout. Again, are you talking about him being fucked in the ass on the Tardis set? Because I bet that happened. Don't you think that happened? I bet that happened. My money is that happened. Rusty Davis' return was held as the Return of the King. And yeah, but 4 years later, things are all different. Yes, it's called doing an awful fucking job. Right, again, everything he did in this new era was a failure. He's sitting in the Tardis set. That was a failure. Because everything in this era was a failure. Right? It was a crazy failure. There was a sense that the second era hasn't quite lived up to its potential. Oh, really? You think? Where'd you get that from? With a much hype universe resulting in a spin-off nobody really wanted and isn't really going anywhere. I mean, again, Rusty Davis, convinced beyond convinced it's going to be gangbusters for him. Super duper convinced. Russell, mate, wish you the best of luck. Right? Wish you the best of luck. Nobody wanted it, and then the breakdown on the Disney deal throwing the show's release pattern into doubt. Again, it's all about the bottom line. Had it been successful, it would have been fine. But it wasn't, right? It wasn't successful. It was a failure. Rusty Davis has also come under fire for overhyping storylines. Again, the scary villain of all time. No, it's fucking not. Right, Russell? No, it's fucking not. None of the things you've said have lived up to the hype, right? I mean, mate, you relentlessly kept shoveling bullshit at us. And again, maybe in your weird sex circles, shoveling shit at each other is a good thing. Coming on their chest and covering it in snow. I just think that's weird, mate. I do. I do think that's weird. I don't know why you wouldn't think that's weird. But it is weird, right? It is totally weird. Oh, it's got an email for Doctor Who toys. Hang on. We'll look at that in a minute. Dalek approved gifts. Okay, we'll look at that today. You sparked my interest, right? You sparked my interest, darling. Well done. Where am I up to? So, yeah, it's coming to fight overhyping and over-reliance on nostalgia, even amongst the biggest fans. Yeah, there's a feeling that probably time to let somebody else have a go. Yeah, fresh blood. Which I think is probably why Doctor Who has always stayed relevant, right? Fresh blood, right? The only time it really failed, it failed a couple of times. But the John Nathan Turner and Eric Saward years, right? They just ended badly, right? It just badly. Walter Heinz Glees is here. Greetings from Germany. Greetings to you, sir. Wait. The wording of the statement that announced the show's future, Russell has agreed to write the 20th minute special by contractual demand. He agreed to write it so he didn't have to sue him for all his money, right? That was suggests that he's already ready to move on. Yeah, as soon as it was fate, he's ready to move. He's been ready to move on for a long time. When he returns, he was announced in 2021. There was a specific mention of him staying for several series, but nothing like that was presented in the statement. Yeah, he's got baby. It seems that the writing may be on the wall. Oh, God. And if it is, it's in cum. It's in both his and the show's interest to part ways too. The Doctor is about to change and renew after all. And with the Disney era clearly not working out as intended, it feels like the right time to a change of hands. Yes, it does. And again, that's something you said to Shooty Gatworth a number of times. Feels like the right time to change hands. He's like, yes, it matters. Of course, yeah, Russell ever said that. Also, okay, who is the moron writing this? Really? Let me see who this is. Yeah, like forget all of this stuff. Richard Lloyd. What sort of stuff do you write, Richard Lloyd? You got my attention, mate. You got my attention. Who are you? Every Doctor Who ranked. Okay, we'll have a quick look at this because what? Look, what's his ranking? Okay, honorable mentions. Clickbaitery scum. I mean, okay, 50. Peter Davison at the bottom. Really? No. That's Shooty or Jodie, right? Okay, McGann again. Are we seeing pictures of Shooty or Jodie in the Christmas special being AI generated and getting like lots of interest? Is that happening? Jesus fucking Christ! Really? This is just hurting me at this point. Sixth Doctor. Okay, so every episode of Colin Baker's Doctor Who was better than Oh, Shooty's only at number 11, so he's better than 3, 5. Really? That's bonkers. That is bonkers. William Hart was the first. Okay, you know who my favorite Doctor is? The one I'm watching at the time, right? That's my favorite Doctor. 14th Doctor again should have been at the bottom. Second Doctor. I mean, these are insane, aren't they? Bonkers. It really is. 10th Doctor. That's normally considered number 1. And we haven't got to Jodie yet. That's crazy. 9th Doctor. Jodie's better than all of these. How? How is Jodie better than all of these? 7th Doctor. No, Jodie's better than that too. How do you cover? Oh, finally, she's only number 4. Jodie Whittaker was facing an uphill battle when she took the role in 2017. No, everybody loved her, and she got the highest opening ratings of all time because people were interested in seeing what they got to do. But together with Chris Chibnall, she gave us the most enthusiastic, optimistic Doctor yet, bringing warmth, energy, and human space. No, she didn't. Oh, I'm seeing a word. Oh, Tom Baker's number 3. That's weird. This guy is a what's the word? I'm seeing him. Duck. Bloke, broke, duck, woke fuck. He's a woke fuck, is what he is. Oh man, who's number 2? 11th. Okay, Matt Smith. Okay, and number 1, making it Capaldi. I guess so. Interesting. He got one thing right. I like Capaldi. Anyway, ask about Billy. No, get away from this bullshit. No. The worst kept secret. Previously on Doctor Who, the Doctor seemingly acquired a face from his former companion Rose Tyler. Yeah, it's called pure desperation, clickbaitery wank mag nonsense. And that's actually the technical term for it. What are we up to? It's the worst kept secret in the world, as the last minute addition due to Cat was premature exit again. But the only thing he was premature for what I understand. Premature exit. I'm sorry. Every time I say premature exit, it makes me giggle. It just does. What are we up to? Now I lost my place. With no time to cast a new Doctor, the team pulled in a favor from a familiar face, thus ensuring the reality world ending gave fans something to cling on to. Again, like regenerate to fade to white, maybe. I mean, you could have done that. No, I guess not. As Lucas might say, there's a certain poetry to making Billy Piper the Doctor, given that this year marks 20 years of New Who, and the show's current home, Bad Wolf, is technically named after her. But it also split opinion as to, as you would never expect, the show didn't help itself by refusing to confirm whether Piper is even the Doctor. Why are you introducing Billie Piper? We met her before, right? We've met her before. Billie Piper is even the Doctor, which has just made things even more confusing. The result is, as despite what others may say, this isn't going. This isn't something that can just be ignored. It needs addressing. No, it just needs to be ignored. You're absolutely wrong, right? It's absolutely wrong. If you have an absolute failure, it's probably better to ignore it. That's what I would say. Yeah, ignore it. You've done it now. The decision was made. So do something cool with it. There's no better place for more gimmickry transition than a big flashy Christmas special. I would have I would have a bunch of people who never play the Doctor, but the huge names. What's the name? Hugh Grant, not Hugh Grant. Hugh Lloyd. What's his name? For Wedding and a Funeral, whatever. Those type of big actors. That have them be the Doctor. They can even preserve a sense of mystery right up until Brooke says, "Is she really Doctor? Tune in and find out." Nobody cares, dude. Yes, nobody cares. A David Tennant Billie Piper reunion, yes. I mean that one really is on the cards, right? That really, really, really is on the cards, isn't it? Look, the only reason they wouldn't do it is if David Tennant wouldn't do it, I guess, or Billie Piper wouldn't do it. Deep down, we all know this is happening, don't we? Yes, we do, right? Why? They're fucking desperate, right? They're absolutely fucking desperate. Given how incredibly popular 10th Doctor and Rose were back in the day, you can't get your bow tie. You can bet your bow tie that Rusty Davis won't be able to resist picking up the phone to get the Tennant and it back with his old companion. Yeah, cool. I mean, duh. Hi, Doctor Who's in the shitter. I put it there by putting myself in shooting out with shitter, right? Can you help me? No, you don't have to put me in your shitter. Okay, Tennant only returned to the show 5 minutes ago, but 2026. They'll mark 20 years since they originally appeared alongside Billie Piper in season 2. And the BBC has formed for returning 2,000 icons on Christmas Day. Just look at Gavin and Stace. Again, they want ratings. They can't go for current stuff because that doesn't give you ratings because nobody fucking likes it. Right? Return of Wallace and Gromit was fantastic, right? That's not to say we need to bring back 10 and Rose. There could be a multi-Doctor story where 14, who is knocking around on Earth, let's forget, helps Piper. So that's probably what is going to happen, actually. That probably is exactly what's going to happen. Helps Piper. What's the most boring way of bringing it back? Oh, that's the way. Yeah, that makes sense. Solve the mystery of recent regeneration. And Rusty Evans really wants to wrap things up in a neat bow. We could even have the pair merged together in some sort of bi-regeneration, give the 14th Doctor a proper ending. Okay. And put bi-generation bed for good. Another terrible idea. Just a terrible idea. Yes, the show's been far too dependent on nostalgia in recent years and fading every step of the way. But we are where we are. The one-off special Tennant and Piper reunion will be pure box office. Ultimately, it feels like an opportunity too good to miss. Yeah, no. The only reason they won't do it is if they can't. Honestly, look, if they could resurrect, I don't know, Tom Baker, make him young again. Right, a shooting out one cameo. Oh God, okay, that's never, ever, ever going to happen. Right, he's contractually prohibited from playing the Doctor. You're never getting shooting at a Big Finish, right? I mean, it'd be hard to recast because how do you get a performance that awful? I don't know. In other terms, the Doctor should appear in the special. There's obviously the obvious choice, shooting Gatwa. No. He's never been the obvious choice. He was awful, right? Not because he's gay, not because he's black, because he's only black and gay. There's nothing else in him. He is a hollow vassal, right? Sure, he only just left the show, but his exit was notoriously rushed. We saw it, right? And this would have been a way of putting that right. Okay. You can't put it right. I'm sorry. And before you say it would be unusual for a departed doctor to reappear on the next story. Matt Smith did a deep breath. That actually is true. Well, similarly, there was barely any time between Jodie Whittaker's departure and her recent return. Then the reality was, but modern everything after Capaldi was shit. Okay, you just look in the mirror and say it to yourself every day. Everything after Capaldi was shit, right? Everything after Capaldi was shit. A lot of people say Capaldi's era was shit. I liked it, right? I really like his season 10. I like what's the name? Bill Potts. Was it Bill Potts? Bill something or other. Like these examples of stuff like Amy cropping up in Time of the Doctor, or Clara in Twice Upon a Time. It could just be a cameo, but these big special episodes are often flooded with cameos, so it wouldn't feel too amiss. I say let Mid-Journey Doctor Who get into it. That's totally what I say. But we wouldn't complain if Gatwa had lead billing alongside Piper, and nobody wants it, you dumb fuck. I mean, really? No one why was his rapid exit? Because nobody's interested in it. Oh my God. I mean, really? No one's interested in that. Oh, mate. Really? Really? Though Shooting Gatwa did a pretty good regeneration thing, no, he didn't. It still feels like he hasn't properly said goodbye. He said, fuck off, I'm going. Bye. I'm never going to see any of you again. Goodbye. It's like, that's where it was. Really? His exit wasn't planned. It was all felt a bit rushed because it was. And this special truly is the end of RTD2 will be fitting face of that era in some form. The only question is whether Gatwa would want to open that whole can of worms. Again, he doesn't. He contractually is prohibited from playing the Doctor. But again, it's much like Tom Baker didn't appear in the Five Doctors because he's like, no, he just had his haircut. It was in Life and Love of the She-Devil. He wanted to move on. Right now he's older. He embraces Doctor Who. It's unlikely it's on their wish list. We can dream. You can dream, mate. It's a nightmare for most. Justice for Susan. They're going to forget this totally. Right? Man. Apparently it was supposed to end with there was a big party at Unit after defeating whatever. Apparently it was Omega somehow. And it was the what was it called again? The Timeless Child or Poppy or whatever with Susan, who was, and the Poppy was their grandmother. I don't know. Oh God, maybe the kid bioregenerated into Susan. I don't know. The most egregious unresolved plot from the Disney era was by far the fate of Susan. And they knew it was over by then. Why did they put those shots in? They should have been on the cutting room floor. I mean, they think that the episode just was too weak to stand by itself, probably. Right? Who finally reappeared in season 2, once again paid by Caroline Ford. Okay, Josh there is saying he couldn't see the resemblance with. I mean, okay, let's just pull that up again. It's blowing my mind that he actually said this. Hang on. That's Caroline Ford. And what, you can't recognize her? Really? Really? It's like, I mean, come on. That's just crazy. Yeah, no, you can recognize her. Is finally reappeared in season. I mean, again, who is the only Doctor that anybody's interested in seeing return right now? Not Shooty Gatwa. No. Okay, this is why this image blew up the interwebs. Right? It's because this is It's because this is the only thing people want to see. Right? They don't want to see. The relentless bullshit that's been current Doctor Who. Nobody's interested in it. If they had a picture of Shooty Gatwa, nobody would be interested, right? Where else? Twink. The most egregious unresolved plot thread from the Disney era was by far the fate of Susan. Dr. Gray reappeared in season 2, once again played by Karen. Multi-Doctor side, the Doctor hasn't even seen Susan since they parted ways in the Dalek Universe over 6 years ago. Well, and the audio, McGann has been kind of a friendly uncle, right, to his grandson, who was played by one McGann kid and then played by a totally different one. I don't know. So the reunion between the pair is long overdue. Frustratingly, we only got a couple of cameos. First Division to 15, that he was stranded in space. I know, it's so stupid. In the Interstellar song, because then a flash screen in Wish World. Again, why keep those in when they knew it wasn't continuing? Oh, yeah, because they didn't give a shit. Right? Because they're ham-fisted boys didn't give a shit. I lead into the next era. I just think next era needs to go completely away from this old era. Right? It needs to go 180 degrees away. It's just been a massive failure. Right? And you can tell how much they thought it would be a success. Right? It's just been a massive failure. Speaking of which, I think there's some new character options out. Options, Doctor Who. Because you can see so much was character up to figures. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, here we go. Fine, we'll get to that in a minute. What happens in 2026 special? The most important thing is it paves the way for the Doctor Who's next chapter. Whatever comes next, and that's going to be produced by a different team. I think it's going to be still produced by Bad Wolf, or a different team, or a different one entirely. It needs a fresh start, which means wrapping up everything. Why? Right? Why? It means to indulge in nostalgia. Remember, Tennant, Piper. Heck, it might be a big season 2 Doomsday reunion. With the TARDIS landing at the power state with the bronze Daleks. Yeah, but no. That sounds too inventive and interesting. Anyway. Have the whole thing separate and come to a proper start, a final end. Excitingly, if the production on post-2026 Who has started by that point, it seems likely we could even get a first-look trailer for the next era. And I think that's actually fair, right? That's one of the few bits of non-insanity bullshit they've had so far. Not many. If done right, it could recapture excitement of 2010 with a new Doctor. Again, it could do. Let's compare and contrast, shall we? Video file. I hope I don't get my stream taken down again. That was such a pain in the ass last stream, right? It really was. Doink. Going to be Doctor Who folder. Doctor Who. The TARDIS. TARDIS. 10th Doctor. Yeah, End of Time Part 2. Oh, they want to go. Nobody wants you to stay. Fuck off. Here we go. Oh, okay. This is exciting. I do like the Stephen Moffat production team took over from this last minute. Doctor from the first second. Just nailed it.
Legs! I've still got legs. Good. Arms, hands, fingers, lots of fingers, ears, yes, eyes too, nose, and I've had worse, chin, blind, hair. I'm a girl! No! I'm not a girl? No.
Yeah, you never were, mate.
I'm still not ginger. So what?
You could take it here, mate.
I mean, important. I'm crashing.
excited, right? It's all going well, right? You missed the Twink bit. I'll bring the Twink back for you in a second. Yeah. That's an exciting way to introduce a new era, right? They've categorically said this isn't the Doctor. This is just somebody Russell D. Davies is fucking, apparently. Compare it to this. Oh, look. Twink from Doctor Who. One is fun Doctor Who. Another one is a masturbatory fantasy. Any excitement to see this? Like none, zero, less than zero. I bet Rusty Davis taught me. Don't have to do those moves. Yeah, fuck off. I only say that because I'm so fond of you. Yeah, no. They did a proper fresh start. Exciting of the 2026. It started by that point. It seems that like we get a trailer. It's time to move forward. I know. It's time to move forward, not backwards and forth. You know, in a grunting motion, right? There's not time to do that at all. The last commercial thing from this era, right, where they thought they were going to do gangbusters, right? They thought they were going to do gangbusters. They thought they wouldn't be able to stop selling all their shit. The Wraith Warriors, which were good in the comic book, Constable Zrieg and Sergeant Zogroth, the Wraith Warrior set. Okay, like, thing is, for these to work, you've got to have, you know, any more things about it? I mean, again, you see, all these things are very toyable, right? Everything, it just didn't bloody work. You've got to have something that's interesting as your core to get people to buy it, right? Just slapping Doctor Who on it doesn't make it work, right? So let's see if that rule applies to the Doctor Who's Christmas gift catalogs. Let's see your Christmas gift. You have the Christmas Invasion collection. What is this? Christmas special, the part of the heart of Doctor Who. So okay, so you have, again, why not have pictures of it rather than pictures of something else? Christmas Invasion collection. Okay, fine. I mean, I have them all anyway. Okay, wait. What is this? Christmas special, the heart of the holidays for many Doctor Who fans. There used to be this new line of apparel for them to all cozy up into the winter. In festive VHS collection, crew neck. Is that this one? How do I enlarge it? It's a cute idea, right? It's a cute idea, but And how much does this cost, do you think? Wait, how do I close this? Oh, there, Twink. Okay, how much is it then? £30, 50, 200. Well, that's waiting to open up. I mean, clearly, you get a Christmas, a killer Christmas tree mug. Can tell in prices. Really, none of these things are opening up. Really, it just seems to be how Doctor Who's running right now. Books. I mean, again, nobody wants this shit. You can tell because nobody watched it. You can tell because it got cancelled, right? So what's this down here? The official quiz book. Okay, Tom Baker and 3 cosplayers. This still hasn't opened up. Okay, fine. How much is it in nils? That's what's it in pounds? How do I change it? Really? It won't let me change it to sterling. Ships in 4 days. So it's about it's about $40. That's actually not bad. I have to tell you. That's about £12. I'm gonna get killed by a Christmas tree. No, it seems like, and that really no. Fine, no, we don't want that either. This looks quite good, but it's gonna have too much current Who in it. So no. Okay, Synth soundtrack, that's good, but no. Yeah, what, the last Doctor Who comic books that nobody wants? No. No, we don't want the calendar. Wraith Warriors, they're good. Ninth Doctor Adventures, they've been okay. These are all bad ideas, right? These are all bad ideas that nobody's interested in. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.